Okay, so I'm gonna start my spiel again. Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
All right. So hopefully you've received a few emails. One, a congratulations, just saying congratulations to this cohort that will be going for 6 weeks, doing various assignments, working on your business plan. The whole objective of this actually training is to help existing business owners get back on track and to really think about other avenues because of this COVID-19, figuring out other ways that you can generate revenue and continue to run your business. So we're going to be going through a whole bunch of things, talking about how to get started, but particularly we will be concentrating on your business plan. And even if you have a business plan, making sure that plan works for COVID-19. So many businesses have to pivot right now and try to figure out how they're going to survive. And you are seeing that every day. Businesses not making it through because they can't operate their business the traditional way. Okay. So we're going to be doing that in the 6 weeks, and hopefully we'll be able to assist you and be able to go through. In your email, hopefully you have signed up. It would have said GECDC entrepreneurship platform. It may have said something else, trusted peer. That's one of the platforms that we're gonna actually show you tonight so you can get familiar with it. If you have not signed up, it will ask you to create a password so that you can log in yourself. Okay. So we'll make sure we send an invitation to you. Again, the invitation doesn't come from me. It's going to come from Trusted Peer. So I'll make sure that for those that did not get an invitation, shoot me an email at thughes@gcdc.org, and I'll make sure that I get you invited and signed up for Trusted Peer. Also, you should have probably recently received an email from, it would have said Live Plan or Palo Alto. Okay. And that's where our business plan, Live Plan software lies. So you should have received an invitation for your company asking you to sign up for that. So there's a few things that you should have received. And of course, you got the Zoom. So I'm asking that you guys keep the Zoom links that we sent so that every week, Tuesday and Thursday, you use that same link. So put this on your calendar so you'll know where the link is. Okay. So I see a few questions in the chat. Okay, so we'll take care of you for the live plan. Okay, and also for the Trusted Peer. Okay, so we'll make sure we get an invite out to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share my screen, and we're going to go through and I'm going to show you what the Trusted Peer looks like first. So let me get to my screen here, and let me share it. And not this one. Don't want this one. I want to share this one. And go to Trusted Peer. Here. Okay, so yours is going to look a little bit different when you actually sign in, but this is what the platform looks like. Yours will probably have some pictures on the side, but this is the screen, kind of what yours will look like. This is called Trusted Peer, is the software, but our platform is called GECDC Entrepreneurship Platform. So if you've received the invite, I know a few of you have because I saw your names that you had created or logged in. So, when you get to this, you can actually create your own login. And so then you can go to this platform that we're going to use throughout the whole course of our duration. So I'm going to kind of go through. The first thing I'm going to show you is the program. So you'll have that on your platform as well. And when you go to programs and you click on it, you'll be able to then, and this is just mine, so I'm showing everybody, but you'll be able to actually show something that says GCDC. You'll see all, this is my platform, the one that's showing up for me. So I know who's in the class, and I also can tell who's doing homework assignments. So, so I'm able to navigate through there. But so we have about 11 people or so that's registered, that's in the class, which is great. So when you get to your actual screen, you'll see something like this, just giving you a description of what this course is about. And then you'll see all of these things that say resources. And this is where we load information in here so that you can access it. And it's a hyperlink, so you should be able to click on it and access it. And and if there's a homework assignment or something like that, then we put it in here so you can download it. Okay. Then this is probably on my screen. You'll be able to see who our mentors are. So that's Ray Bacon, Rhea Steele, and myself, Tamora Hughes. So if you need any advising or you want to send a message to any of us, you should be able to do that. And we're going to show you how to reach out to us. Then you'll see the objectives for this whole course. They're sectioned off in three modules, really 4. So in this first couple of weeks, we're going to just do some basic things. So if you actually click on the objective, you'll be able to see a little bit more detail about what is going to go on. So what we're going to be asking you in the next few weeks, this week and next week, is to start researching industries, start working on your vision and your mission. If you have one already, we're going to ask you to send it to us so we can read through it. And we're going to also talk about vision and mission. We have a presentation that we're going to share with you. And then also, we're going to talk about how you identify your target audiences. So that's all this information is needed because you'll need to be able to put it into your business plan. So right here, you'll see where it says due, meaning that these type of assignments or activities you need to do by the 22nd. Okay, so that's what, next Tuesday or so. So these are some of the activities that you'll need to do. If you scroll down, it'll actually tell you the homework you have to do. And once you do the homework, you check the box next to it, and that'll show that it's complete. And then it'll come on my side, and I'll see that you've done it already. Okay. And that's how you do that throughout this whole platform, is that you can click on the plus sign or minus sign. You can see what the assignment is talking about, what we will be talking about on the Zoom if it's a homework. You will also be able to then do the assignment and click homework and click complete on both of these. And once you complete them, then we'll be able to see them. There's an option on your screen that will allow you to upload your assignments. So once you upload them, then we can see them as well. So this will happen throughout each module. There'll be some soft dates here for due dates. Some of them will just let you know that this is what we're working toward. You'll notice like step 3 is the business plan. We want you to start working on that now, okay? And want you to have at least almost completed your business plan by October 15th, okay? So you need to submit then a draft of your business plan for us to review. And in your platform, you will upload that to us so that we can read it. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. Are there any questions? before I move on, because then after I'm finished with this, I'm going to ask everybody to kind of do a soft pitch and introduce yourselves. Okay, so what's your question? And take yourself off mute so we can hear you.
Hello, my name is Chanel
Hi.
Dunlap. I had a quick question in regards to the when I saw on your screen when it came to the assignments, and it said when you said like it had the objectives and then it had the tasks. Now I know you said for the first step that we had to do our research and we send that in. So are some of the objectives we also have to send in plus the task?
Yeah, so you'll notice, so there's only two actually homework assignments, and that's complete homework introduction worksheet and complete homework vision and mission sheet.
Correct.
The research your industry, it's not really assignment, it's just something that you need to start doing, okay?
Okay.
So if it's an assignment, it's going to be where it says send it.
Task.
Now,
Okay.
right. So like in this particular case, there are two assignments that we're asking you to do. The first one, you'll see it's the homework introduction assignment sheet. So we're asking that you turn that in. If you click on the link while you're in the portal, if you click on the link, it will download to your computer. And when it downloads, you can actually open it. And I'm gonna see if it opens for me. The system's going slow. But you can actually download it. And when you download it, that particular document is this document. And it's an introduction document that we're asking, it's a Word document that we're asking you to fill out. So basically it's just introducing yourself. And once you save this, we want you to upload it and send it to us, okay? So it's just asking a few questions, who you are, just some information, some bio information. That's it. So that's one of your assignments, okay? The next assignment then is the vision and mission assignment. So you would click on that, it would download to your computer, and then you would open that and actually work on your vision and mission, which is a homework assignment, okay? It's in a Word document. So what you would do is type in your vision, type in your mission, and then answer some of these questions that's on the sheet. You will save it and then upload it and send it back to us, okay?
Okay.
So right now you only have really two assignments that actually need to be done by September 22nd, okay? So any other questions? Okay. Okay. So as you when you go into this platform, you'll be able to kind of click, you'll navigate, you'll see what's needed and what's due. And some of these deadlines are soft deadlines, really just designed so that you have an idea of what we're going to do every week, so that it gives you a bit of a lead in. You'll notice that the last one is the pitch. So we are going to ask you to actually do a pitch that week. So you will pitch to the class. So that means everybody's going to have to be on the screen. We're going to have to see you. And you're going to pitch your business, your products, and that kind of thing. And you'll have to do that. And we're going to give you three minutes or so to do a pitch, okay? And we will kind of have a panel of some other people that we're going to invite just to listen to your pitch and just do a critique, okay? All right. Any questions?
I got a question.
No.
Okay. How you doing? This is Babette. I want to know where do you find the live plan at?
Okay, we haven't done the live plan yet. I'm about to go there now. You should have received an invite to live plan. Since you were in it previously, you should have a live plan link because you were in cohort 1. If you don't, I'll have to resend your link. Okay. So hopefully you have your
Thank
live
you.
plan invite. All right. But I'll
Does
show
it
you
just say
that in a
live
minute.
plan?
Pardon me?
Okay. No, I said okay.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'll show live plan in a few minutes so that you'll know where to go. Okay. So just a little bit more about the platform. So here is our platform that we'll use. Also, you'll notice content library that's here. That means that this is where we will keep documents for you to go to, so you have access to the content library. There's things in there already that you can access, that you can read. There's different Ray's case study is in here that you will use later on, but you can review it now if you like. I would ask that even within this week that you would at least look at starting a business in Illinois. So this is the one that this document really takes you through everything that you need in starting a business. So even though you started your business, if you have questions about licenses, if you have questions related to getting copyrights and that kind of thing, this booklet takes you through everything. Franchises, acquisitions, taxes, everything. So this is a good resource. It's not a homework assignment. It's just a resource for you to read and go through. But it is a good resource for you. You will want to maybe utilize this to do a feasibility checklist, which is at the back of this book. And also, this might help you with your business plan as well. So there's a lot of information in here. So we put this in here so that you can kind of read through it. I'm just kind of going through a little quickly, but you can download this to your computer and actually read through all of the information if you've never seen it before. If you're looking for an accountant or something like that, there's information that's in here. Usually it's in the blue box, and it'll tell you how to access that information. If you're looking for government grants and things like that, that's grants.gov. So usually it'll give you a resource of information here, an email address. Sometimes it gives you a phone number. So this is very good, a good booklet to help you with your business and whatever services and things that you need. So this is like for patents. So if you want a copyright or a patent or something like that, that your trademark you need to take care of, here's the information on the side on how to get that done. Okay. So great resource to use and to keep. This is available to you. All you have to do is download it. You can save it to your computer and you can open it up anytime you want. Again, I was talking about the checklist. So this could be helpful to you to make sure that you have everything. You write your business plan, you're already business structured. So it's like a checklist of some of the things for your business, okay? It's the basics, okay? So you could utilize that checklist. If you're not sure about your business structure, it gives detailed information about what an LLC is and what in different corporations and all of that, and the taxes and stuff that's related to partnerships and all. So this is a good template for you to review if you don't know that information. Then the feasibility checklist. This is something that you might want to go through. We're not going to spend a lot of time. This is where you take the extra time just to make sure that you have everything that you need. So this checklist will ask you questions. And basically, you can type these out, write these down, download this, print it, and write on it if you want. But these questions are really for you, asking, you know, personal questions. Do you like competition? You know, do you take advice from others well? So this is kind of like a self-assessment. And also it's asking you about your income. How much money do you want to make? What kind of a business, the money that you want to flow through your business. So it's a great resource. I would suggest that you actually go through this, this checklist. This is really personal assessment, but it's going to really help you when we get ready to do kind of like the business plan portion. Now, they do have an outline of the business plan in this book. So if you kind of want to figure out what goes in the business plan, although Live Plan is going to help you with that, then you can actually really utilize this document to kind of see how you do an executive summary. These are some of the questions you'll ask yourself: how to do the company information, how to do your industry. So each piece of this is part of your business plan. So this gives you kind of an idea, so that when you're writing your business plan and you don't know quite what to answer or say, you can look to see that what you're supposed to do in that section. Okay, so very helpful book. I hope that you'll be able to utilize it in a way that will benefit you, and that you will be able to use it when we get to the Live Plan part. So again, under content library, there's several things in here, but if you scroll down, starting a business in Illinois, here is the document that I was just in, and there's a link so that you can download it to your computer. Okay, so that's that one. And then the other one that you'll probably really want to start looking at right now is the SBA book. The SBA booklet, but also the vision and mission presentation. I've actually done a presentation, and I'll be doing this on Thursday, so you can get started on it. But you can download it early so you can see what I'll be talking about on the vision and the mission, how to write a good vision statement, how to write a good mission statement, because that's part of your homework, is actually turning in that vision and mission statement sheet. So you can go through this library. You can always click. When you click on it, it'll kind of give you an idea of what it's in it, and then you'll be able to click on the PDF or for the download. It'll pop up on your computer screen, and then you can read through it or go through it or save it onto your computer. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. Any questions? All right.
Maura, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
This is Sharon Lewis. Can you expand your screen? Because I'm having a difficult time seeing it.
Okay.
And your volume keeps breaking up, just so you know. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's all.
Okay, I'll check on the volume. It might be my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
If the
So
keeps speeding up and slowing down, I think that's what we might be experiencing.
okay, let me see if I can change my Wi-Fi. I know it'll wait for me, but I'll see. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that'll work with this Wi-Fi. Hopefully it'll be better. Okay, so again, here's the screen. When you actually go to the platform, you should be able to also be able to see you'll be able to access that you'll be able to see on your portal the resources that we'll put out there so that you can actually download them and be able to navigate. Okay, somebody has a question. Still breaking up?
Yeah, it's still breaking up a bit, Tamara.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah,
It's we're dealing in a Zoom world, and Zoom doesn't always work right, as we all know, and so I think
right.
that's part of it. So I wouldn't just keep the pace that you've got, because even though it slows down, it catches up again, as you know. And so
Okay.
that's the best you can do for now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do something about this another Wi-Fi access for you.
Yeah, I actually have two, so I've switched back and forth between both of them in this period of time. So we'll just see. Maybe today's just the day it wants to act up. So again, I think this is about it for the platform. Again, you should be able to, once you get onto the platform, you should be able to click the plus sign. It will expand everything within that step. And then if there's homework, it'll say task, and you will actually do the task. And then once you've done it, you click complete. And when you complete it and upload it and send it to us, then I'll be able to see that on my board that you've actually completed the task. So just to know that we need you to do the introduction sheet, and we need you to do the vision and mission sheet, which is due by September 22nd. Okay, any comments?
I just wanted to make a state. I think I'm breaking up.
No, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to let everyone know that, the handbook is great. The Illinois handbook is really great. Everyone in the world's got a business plan template. Okay. Don't worry about the business plan template. What matters is what works for you, not that you need to, fill out a business plan in which some of which doesn't even apply to you. Okay. So what matters is what applies to you with respect to using a business plan outline. The one in the handbook is great. Live Plan has a great business plan outline. If you have an existing business plan that you've worked on and revised from time to time, you can download your elements of your business plan into Live Plan's format. Okay, you can just download those segments, and that way, you can leverage off of what you've done and keep what's relevant. Tomorrow's going to talk about Live Plan. It's a great product. I really like it, and the reason I like it a lot is that even though you might have financial statements that are on spreadsheets that are part of your financial, if you will, projections, what's great about Live Plan's projections are that they're all pre-formatted spreadsheets, and the spreadsheets in Live Plan are all interrelated. So as you start filling out a spreadsheet, it'll fill out the other spreadsheets that are applicable automatically, and that's a huge benefit, because this way you can make changes on a real-time basis, and you can see the impact as it applies to all your financial factors at the same time.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ray. One more thing in here, and then we'll go to Live Plan, and that is on your portal, you will be able to see something, I believe, that says network. And this is where you can see the participant that are in for the fall. You're seeing everything because this is my page, but you will have access then to the program participants for the fall, which is now cohort number 2. And here you will be able to then see everybody else that's in the cohort. So what we're asking, we're going to take, Cassandra's not in the cohort anymore, but what we're asking you to do is in here is that you can actually start going in there, and just like Cassandra had done, she actually kind of put a picture in there. She put the business name in there, and some of you already have the business name. Now, if you don't want to put a picture, that's fine. But it gives you an opportunity. If you click on it, it gives a little bit more information. You can actually put your skills, your expertise, and all of that in there, so that then the group, or as a network, and it's just us seeing it, it's not everybody else. So it will only be those that are in this cohort. And so now you can tell people who you are, give a little profile, give your skills and that kind of thing. And the reason you want to do that is because we found out that there are several people that can collaborate within the cohort, and because their businesses or their services kind of align with each other. So this is a great way to communicate and talk to other people if you like, and be able to, kind of communicate. If you're in your platform and you decide, you know what, I need to reach out to so-and-so, you can actually, at the very top here, there's an envelope. You can actually then click on that envelope, and then you can send an email to someone, okay? And all you have to do is just do new email, and then you would select the person that you want to send an email to. So you would click their name in this cohort, and then you could send them an email if you had a question or you wanted to talk about something or collaborate. So this is something that we kind of enhanced from cohort number 1, so that then everybody can kind of talk to each other. In this particular platform, what you're seeing on my side is that I can talk to everybody as a mentor, but we've made it available as a program participant on your platform that you can talk to everybody and see who's in the class, okay? So just wanted to highlight that, so that you're of that. Any questions before I move to live plan? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go to live plan, and right now what you will want to do, and I'm gonna actually take you all the way out, like if you were gonna log into live plan, and that's not it. Okay, so you should have gotten an email invite. If not, we will make sure you get one. But live plan, you can go to live plan. I sent an email, so you should have an email on how to get to this page. And basically, you'll see the URL is www.liveplan.com, or you can type app.liveplan.com in order to get to the login page. But hopefully everybody has a link. You will get this page, and on this page, then you will actually type in your email address. You will type in your password. And when you do that, you will log in. And this is how you get to live plan. Now, everyone should, like I said, at least have access to this or been sent an invitation. You have to accept the invitation, and you have to create then your own password, okay? So once you have access to this, you can keep going back to live plan as much as you want. It will be available to you for the duration of this class, okay? So this is what it looks like when you go in. You'll see these tabs at the very top, because you can navigate within these tabs. I created this for me, for like my business, so it gives you an idea of how everything looks. So the first one is the pitch tab, meaning that this is where when you fill in information in your plan, it'll actually populate in this pitch tab. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. But you'll notice this is like a one-page pitch. So if you ever needed to do a pitch, you have now a one-pager kind of pitch that has all of your information in it, your marketing, your funding, all of that in this one-page pitch. How this information gets populated and filled in is based upon what you're typing in your plan. So the next thing is the plan, Okay, so this is where you will need to do your executive summary, the opportunity, the execution, your company, and your financial plan. All of these are hyperlinked. You'll notice that right now I'm on executive summary, opportunity. So the first thing is they wanting to know, what is the problem? So you can actually click edit and you can start typing. They give you a summary on the side to give you an idea of what you should be typing in here. So you might be able to say, my business is located in Inglewood, where there are limited number of retail and restaurants, whatever. I'm just making something up just to let you see how easy it is to put in there. So I've stated my problem. They have examples on the side. So if you want to see an example of a food truck problem, you could see example food truck, or if you want to see an example of car wash. So they have some examples to give you some example language, okay? And all you have to do is click on these. So when you do these and you begin to type in here, when you're done, you say, I am done. It will now put it into kind of like our dashboard so that then we can see what you've written, okay? You do that for each one of these sections. Edit, and you can click and say solution. My solution is to create or establish a restaurant with, and it helps you with spelling too. That's a good thing. Restaurant with a retail store. Okay. Whatever your business is, you're going to put that in and then you click I'm done. So when you do it, it'll save it. And now I have my solution in here. Very simple. You don't want to be really, you don't need 5 pages in here. You just need a nice couple of paragraphs, okay? So you will utilize this portal to do your market information. Here's your competition. So this is where you will say, my competition are restaurants. You know, and you can indicate your competition restaurants on the outskirts of Inglewood. Okay, I'm just making something up just to show you how easy it is to type in there. When you're done, you hit then done and it'll save it. So now I have that. So all of these, you can actually start your executive summary. Sometimes people suggest you do this executive summary at the end, but it's kind of up to you. But you can start doing this. As you're putting in information, we can see it as well, because then we can go in here and make a comment. Like this is an older one that Ray did, you know, so he can put in a comment, or me or Rhea can put in a comment. I'm going to delete this one. But he could put in a comment, or we can put in a comment based upon what you wrote. So, and you'll get an email saying, Tamora made a comment to your live plan, okay, to your business plan. And then you can respond back to me in the comment. So this is a way that we can communicate with each other, so that as you're filling in your actual information, you can begin to see how this builds, okay? So there's the executive summary section. There is the opportunity section. So here you're filling in the problems that need to be solved, your target market, who are your target market, all that information. What are your advantages, your disadvantages, You're filling each of that in by clicking on edit. Okay, you got execution. So that's talking about how are you going to market? How are you going to sell? Your location, where's your location? If it's a home office, then you put home office. Technology, what types of technology are you utilizing? You're putting all that information in, and then you're putting your milestones. So what are you plan on doing? When are you plan on opening? When are you going to plan on getting your copyright? When are you going, you know, so this is where you would insert milestones, and all you have to do is say add. And you add it, you name the milestone. So you can do fundraiser as a milestone, okay? And then you would put the date of when your fundraiser is. So maybe I want to do my fundraiser, you know, right at December 1st before the holidays come up. Who's responsible for it? That's optional, but I'm going to put myself that I'm responsible for it. What are the details? I need more money, okay? So I'm gonna do a fundraiser. Maybe you're gonna use GoFundMe, you know, or something as your fundraising tool, okay? Then you can click and it remind you when your milestone is due, so that then when you're coming up on that date a few days before, it'll let you know that you put something in the milestone. If you say, okay, notice that now that milestone is in your list, okay? So you can keep adding those. The same thing is with Matrix, you can do that as well. Then with your company information, you're gonna say who owns the company, your structure, your history, all of that, your management team, if you have one, your advisors, you can include us as your advisors. You're gonna edit and put all that information in there. Then at the back is your financials. So this is where you will actually start putting in your numbers, key assumptions, revenue by month, so forth. This is where the numbers go in, okay? So all you do is click on edit, and you can do key assumptions. Here's some language here, and also those samples, food truck and car wash. But you can indicate here that a key assumption is that the grant will be received by October 2020, and the revenue will help assist in opening the store or something, key assumption. And so the grant, you know, the grant will cover $20,000 in cost or something. Just key assumptions here, with a date and a dollar amount. Okay, when I'm done, then here it is right here with a key assumption of what is, you know, what is about to happen. Okay, in the chart, as you're doing revenue and you're doing finances and that kind of thing, you're doing a forecast. If you actually click on this document and click on the chart, and hopefully it works for me. Edit. Okay. Okay. So here I clicked on financing, then I can click on statements, profit and loss, and I can edit. So when I do that, I can actually do profit and loss statements and actually do edits here. with my revenue stream, my direct costs, personnel, and expenses, okay? If you want to add some, since I've already done this already, I've added that my revenue stream is the 520,000, but you can always edit. And when you edit or begin to add revenue streams, you indicate what it is. So in this particular case, I'll just say revenue is going to be t-shirts. I'm gonna sell some t-shirts, okay? And then I do next, and I'm gonna sell them unit sales, so the number of quantities, I'm gonna do that. And all of this we can help you through as you're doing it, okay? Then, you know, I can do it by month, so I can put a value that I'm gonna sell 25 shirts per month. This revenue stream is actually gonna start, though, I'm not gonna be ready until November, and then I can do next. And then how much is the price? I'm gonna charge $10 for the shirts. I'm gonna save it and then close it, okay? So now it's calculating, it's putting all of that information in there as it relates to my revenue. So now it's going to process my revenue so I can do direct costs, personnel, and everything else like that. So when this is doing a global cost. So I already had Tamora Walls Consulting at the 520,000, but notice I didn't have the t-shirts. So I just added the t-shirts as part of my revenue. And I've indicated, they calculated it for me. So I said how much I was going to sell and how much I was going to do per month. So it calculated that just for this year, I'm only going to get $500. Okay, so you can edit these numbers. I can always click on the pencil, go back and edit, do next. So I want to keep it, call it t-shirts. I want to keep doing unit sales, but maybe I say, you know what? I think I'm going to sell 50 shirts per month, and I'm going to start doing that in November, and I hit next. And then here, what price will you charge? So how about I do $25 per shirt, so that then when I save it and close it, here again, the now live plan is updated my numbers. So now I'm looking at $2,500 for 2020. And then the number, I've done the numbers as well. They're calculating that I'm doubling my costs for 21 and 22, okay? So you can always go in here and edit this. And the same thing is with your rent, your marketing, your operating expense. You can click on these arrows to expand or to decrease so that you can see everything. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there. Anybody have any questions? It'll get easier when you actually go into live plan and start doing it yourself.
I want to say, I'm actually, so my music business was funded through Action. So I have a coach, so I have a live plan project. I just learned live plan about a week ago, but this business is my restaurant supply business. So this is a whole different, so it's good that I got some exposure to live plan. So
right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so and it becomes easier as you start navigating through, but we want to utilize, if you can utilize whatever for this class, whatever business it is, if you can utilize this live plan that we have given you access to, then that gives us the opportunity to make comments and things like that, because we're the advisors on this account. So now we can actually go and make comments to whatever you're putting in there. As Ray stated, if you already have a business plan and you don't want to have to retype in a lot of stuff or do anything, then you can always click, and once you get the information, go to your Word document or go to your old business plan or the business plan, and all you have to do is copy and paste, and it'll put it right in there, so then you don't have to type. Okay, so this is how you can actually take your old business plan or your existing business plan and actually update it. All right.
So, Tamara.
Yep.
With respect to the financials, when you think about really the dialogue factors that are relevant to your financials, you really want to articulate and write down what your situation analysis is, so that when you start putting in the numbers, they'll make sense to you. In other words, this isn't just an exercise in throwing some numbers on a piece of paper. This is really putting down the explanation of really what are the factors that are driving your business. And you want to be aware of those factors as you put in the numbers that they should represent. Because this really comes down to giving yourself a roadmap, if you will. Projections are a roadmap. And so you want to make assumptions based upon things that are relevant to the assumptions that you're making. So that front end part of the financials is really important. When you go to the case study that we're using for the class, which is a daycare operations, you'll see when you go into the library function of the other trusted peer plan, that the data, the situation analysis surrounding the financials is at the front end. It's about a page long, and it'll give you some insight in terms of what you want to get down on paper in terms of your assumptions, so that you've got support for the numbers that you're putting into your spreadsheets. Because just throwing numbers into a spreadsheet doesn't tell the story you want to tell. You need to have the narrative aspects of your financials written out as well.
Okay, thank you, Ray. So as you're filling this information in, someone asked about how do you get this or save this. You can actually, after this class is over, you will have access to either export this to a Word document, so you can save it on your computer and you can keep working in this document, because it'll be an editable document even if you don't have live plan, or you can also download it as a PDF. There's also options to change the theme, so that then when you're doing, if you want like a nice little cover page, you can have different, they give you options in this for changing the theme, so you can put nice little colors and stuff. And what it'll do is it'll actually give you an option of a theme to put in here as well. Okay, so you do have the option while you're in the class. You will have access to live plan, and then after you're finished with the cohort, we usually give you about 2 or 3 weeks to actually go in. So you will need to export the Word document to your computer, so that then you can work on this plan even after this cohort is over with. Okay, any other questions?
I have a question, Tamara. Is this document something that you can use as a part of your strategic plan for your business?
It could be part of it, yeah. Usually this is just like the business plan. The strategic plan has a little bit more detail on the strategies of when you're gonna do stuff. The business plan just kind of outlines who you are, what you do, so that you can actually pitch it to somebody else. Okay. Your strategic plan has a little bit more detail. It has SWOT analysis in there. It has, it could be the benchmarks that you indicate in your business plan. But a strategic plan will have more detail of what you're gonna do. Some of those matrices that you see in your business plan, you can go into more detail in a strategic plan.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Any other thoughts? So this is live plan, and you'll be able to utilize it while you're in the class. So you'll have access to it. If a few people from the last cohort wanted to have access to live plan after this class was over, so I connected them or asked them to connect to our sales rep, because you can create an account for yourself and then they could move this information over to that live plan that you will have a personal account with, so you can keep going. And I think they have different ranges as far as the cost. Question?
Yes. I had a question in regards to the live plan. So I've been working on it for a couple of weeks now, and there's some times where I've gotten stuck because I am a startup company, a startup delivery only package meal service and also a catering service. So with me doing the startup, I realized that one of my weaknesses right now is doing like my financials, because I am starting up, so I don't necessarily know all of my costs. I don't have like buildings and things of that nature. And I know that you said that that the advisors would come in and necessarily like assist with that. When I've been having the program for a couple of weeks, I haven't really seen anyone like give me any comments or anything. So should I reach out via message or should I publish it? Because I was trying to like get as much done as I could get done. But then when I got stuck, I was just kind of like, okay, let me figure it out myself. So I was just wondering, how could I reach out to get that assistance?
So you'll be able to, now that we are active in this cohort, we probably weren't even looking at anybody and the activities that they were doing. But now that we're active in this cohort, we'll be able to see anything you reached out through the trusted peer or as well as through live plan. So we'll go through, we'll pull up your business plan, we'll pull up what you're working on and comment back to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
So, yeah. And it's good. It's okay to start early. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that's the point. You know, you don't want to get to the point of frustration. You want to avoid the frustration. If you have questions, you can ask questions on a real-time basis.
Okay.
You know, we've got examples, the food industry examples as an example. As part, when we get to the section on financing, I'm going to go through a case study that has to do with someone who's got a daycare center, and they need to do things differently because of COVID. They need to find solutions for them. But I also am going to include this time a segment on restaurant projection factors, okay?
Yes.
That relates to the pricing factors that you talked about, the margins relating to, you know, what your pricing would be based upon the cost of your products, what kind of margin you need to be able to cover your overhead and those kinds of things. All of this stuff is interrelated, and it's really a matter of using some techniques that are not, you know, they're not all that difficult, but you need to kind of take the data, get the data built first, and then you can start using the tools. Like a lot of the things that you talked about really get down to seeing, you know, how can I get from where I'm at now and have a clearer vision of my projections, and then what do I need to know in terms of what kind of sales do I need to have. So we have break even tools that'll tell you the answer to those questions, and they're real easy to use. But you know, you have to have the data that makes sense before you start using it.
Okay.
Okay, great. So we're kind of coming to the end. I was going to actually have people to introduce themselves, but what I would like is for you to do your introduction worksheet and turn that in. And then on Thursday at 6 o'clock, I'll have everybody that's on the line to kind of like give a little bit of a kind of an elevator pitch on who you are. so that then we can know who our classmates are. But get yourself acclimated to the platforms that we shared tonight, so that you can get comfortable using them. Start working on the homework assignment. That's the vision and mission sheet and also the introduction sheet. If you do not have access to the platform, I know a few of you don't, so we'll be sending out an email shortly, and you should be able to register and create your own ID. So if you don't have that though, shoot me an email. I know, Rodney, you don't, but if there's anybody else that cannot get into the platforms that we mentioned on today, make sure you let us know, because we don't want to get too far and you be far behind, okay? So we're going to take care of you and make sure that you have that access. Any questions before we end on tonight? We try to end promptly, that we start on time and we also end on time, especially in the evening. I don't want to lose you. It's getting sleepy now. It's time to eat. All right. Okay, so Elias, okay, we will make sure that you have access. I think a few of you, I just sent out emails about an hour ago to get access to Live Plan. So check your email. It may not come from me. It may come from something that says Palo Alto Live Plan. So don't look for my name. Look for that email. And if you don't get it, just let me know, okay? All right, Rhea and Ray, are we good?
We're great.
We are good.
Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us on tonight. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful journey. If you have any questions, please shoot us an email, contact us, and we will respond back to you. And looking forward to seeing you on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Make sure you use the Zoom link to get back into the portal. Okay?
Okay.
Have a nice evening.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.